The night was shrouded in thick, impenetrable fog as the research vessel, the sea-bound Enigma, drifted silently through the icy waters of the North Atlantic. On board, a team of intrepid researchers, led by Dr. Rebecca Lawrence, was on a mission to explore the eerie and infamous shipwreck of the SS Eternity, a vessel with a grim reputation. The legend of the SS Eternity was a tale told by sailors in hushed tones around smoky tavern tables. The ship had disappeared in the late 19th century, and its fate was marred by mysterious circumstances. Rumors of ghostly apparitions, strange disappearances, and a deranged captain had surrounded the ship for decades. Dr. Lawrence and her team aimed to uncover the truth and document any paranormal activity. As the dense fog lifted, revealing the twisted, rusted mass of the shipwreck, an eerie feeling settled over the researchers. The once majestic SS Eternity lay before them, a skeletal remnant of its former glory. The team donned their diving suits, flicked on their powerful flashlights, and descended into the frigid waters. The first thing they noticed was the deafening silence. No fish, no marine life, nothing but the creaking hull of the shipwreck. The researchers exchanged uneasy glances, their breath visible in the freezing water. Dr. Lawrence signaled for them to spread out and explore the ship's interior. The ship's dark corridors were a labyrinth of rusted bulkheads, tangled cables, and ghostly shadows. They discovered artifacts from a bygone era, a child's doll, a rusted gramophone, and yellowed newspapers that hinted at the ship's final voyage. "Stay close and be vigilant," Dr. Lawrence instructed, though her voice quivered with tension. As they ventured deeper into the ship, strange occurrences began to unfold. The researchers' flashlights flickered and died, one by one. The shadows in the corridors seemed to move on their own. Footsteps echoed in the darkness, but no one was there. The eerie atmosphere intensified with each step they took. Amidst the unsettling silence, they reached the ship's crew quarters, where the walls were adorned with faded photographs of the ship's original crew. In the dim light, the crew members in the pictures appeared to stare back at them with hollow, lifeless eyes. It was as if the ship itself were demanding recognition for their lost souls. One of the researchers, Adrian, suddenly felt a frigid hand graze his shoulder. He spun around, but there was no one behind him. The experience left him pale and shaken. As they continued their investigation, they stumbled upon the ship's captain's quarters. The room was shrouded in darkness, but in the feeble light of their dying flashlights, they saw a figure, tall, gaunt, and dressed in tattered, seaweed-draped clothing. It was the apparition of Captain Benjamin Harrington, the infamous captain of the SS Eternity. Captain Harrington's spectral form bore a twisted grin. His voice, a hollow whisper, echoed through the room. "Welcome aboard, my friends. I've been waiting for you." The researchers recoiled in terror, their hearts pounding. This was beyond anything they had expected. Captain Harrington's ghostly presence taunted them, recounting the story of the ship's doomed voyage. He described how he had been consumed by an insatiable thirst for fortune, leading the crew on a treacherous journey. As they sought a rumored treasure, they became lost in the mists of the North Atlantic, drifting endlessly. The ship's crew eventually turned on each other, driven to madness by hunger and fear. It was a tale of desperation and cruelty that led to the ship's eventual demise. Captain Harrington's ghost beckoned them to follow him, and they were drawn deeper into the ship. The air grew colder, and the walls seemed to close in around them. They were trapped in the nightmarish grasp of the ship's malevolent spirits. Suddenly, they reached the ship's bow, where the legend of the cursed voyage had its culmination. In the bowels of the ship, they discovered a hidden chamber, a vault filled with treasure. It gleamed with gold and jewels, a fortune beyond imagination. The researchers were tempted, but Dr. Lawrence urged caution. She sensed that the treasure was the source of the ship's curse, the reason for its relentless haunting. The ghostly figures of the ship's crew appeared, their eyes filled with anger and longing. The apparitions of the crew spoke in unison. "You are not welcome here. Leave our resting place." Dr. Lawrence realized the only way to appease the restless spirits was to offer them peace. She whispered a solemn vow to respect their memory and departed from the chamber. The crew reluctantly dissipated into mist, and the shipwreck seemed to sigh with relief. With heavy hearts, the researchers made their way back to the sea-bound Enigma. They had uncovered the truth behind the cursed shipwreck, but it had come at a heavy cost. The memory of the SS Eternity would forever haunt their dreams, a reminder of the tragic journey that had become a legend of the sea, a tale of greed, despair, and the relentless spirits of the deep.